Today we are going to be talking about the All-Star weekend in general and how it could be improved, what some good points were, and about the next year's All-Star, which already have some rumors of some good stuff. So first of all, let's just talk about Friday. Not much to talk about actually, the Rising Star. It was pretty solid. I like this format with the tournament. And then they did it for the All-Star game as well, which we will talk about later, but nothing much about Friday. I just wish there would be more players that could have been good. Like, I mean, Wemby almost was a rising star. Wemby was a rising star, but he didn't play. Probably because he's in the All-Star game as well, but still, it would have been nice to see Wemby there. But then Saturday was something that we need to talk about. On Saturday is the skills challenge, the 3-point contest, and the dunk contest. I feel like it's solid, but the skills challenge might need to get fixed a little. Skills challenge used to have a lot of superstars doing it. I like this team format. It's just hopefully next time the rules are in check, because Wemby and Chris Paul tried to cheat and thought they were doing a 500 IQ play by not shooting their shots, but instead they got disqualified because they didn't shoot the shots that they were supposed to. They just threw it up. So hopefully next time it will be good. But I like this format. In previous years, it was just a team of 3 players, and there was 3 like rounds, I think. But I like it here where it's faster, and I like the team format. It's better than the player format because it's more like players to be seeing that does the skills challenge. But I mean, hopefully they get some more big names out there next year. Maybe for the rookies, it'll be nice because Cooper Flag might complete. That would be great. They probably have like a LA team doing it too, so hopefully it can be better next season. But I feel like Skill Challenge is pretty solid. 3-point contest. I mean, I feel like they should put more sharpshooters in. The only player that was a sharpshooter, not a star, is Buddy Hield, and he did the best score in the first round, and a lot of players did not do well. Maybe they should put more players that are sharpshooters or known as sharpshooters. Or, I mean, it's just probably because they just couldn't make their shots this year. I hope to see a Sabrina and Caitlin Clark versus Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson next year. They were trying to do that this year, but Caitlin Clark declined, and then that ruined everything. But they did it last year with Sabrina versus Steph, and that was great. So I hope to see a shootout of. It doesn't even need to be WNBA versus NBA. It could just be anything, and I hope to see that because that was a really good part of All Star Weekend last year. Was seeing that. So hopefully that comes back next year. And then the dunk contest was probably the best contest. Now, the only bad thing about the dunk contest this year was that only 2 players were good. Modest Bazelis and Andre Jackson weren't really that good. So I hope they will make it where all 4 dunkers are good. Actually have some good dunks. So each of the dunkers will have a good shot at doing the dunks and actually completing them, making them, and doing some creative dunks so that everyone has a chance. Not like we already know Mac was going to win or Stephon Castle, who was great. But the dunk contest was probably the best. Now, I made a video of it, so you want to check that out. You can check that out. It's how Mac McClung saved the All-Star weekend again. But Stephon Castle was great. Mac McClung was great. And that even made some people to tweet out that they might want to do the dunk contest again. Zach LaVine, Ja Morant, and Giannis. Now, Giannis was trolling because, I mean, Giannis is getting up there in age, and he already competed in a dunk contest before. So that one is like just because we want to see superstars do dunk contests again. You know, before we had Michael Jordan do it multiple times, Dominique Wilkins, Clyde Drexler, Vince Carter, Kobe. Just a lot of the superstars did the dunk contest before. And hopefully they do it again because LeBron James was going to do it multiple times, but he didn't, which made a lot of superstars not want to do it and also risk of injury. But I feel like hopefully Ja Morant is actually serious and Zach LaVine is actually serious to do the dunk contest. And then hopefully Mac comes back because Mac is really good dunk contest. He could go for that 4P against Ja, Zach. Maybe Derrick Jones Jr. will do it. 2020 dunk contest winner because it is in the Intuit Dome, which he is a part of the LA Clippers. And then maybe Aaron Gordon might do it. Now it's more like less of a chance for Aaron to do it because he got robbed twice already. He didn't really want to do it again. And maybe like Zion Williamson said before that he might want to do it. Shaden Sharp was gonna do it, but he got injured. So just a lot of great players that could do it, and hopefully actually some superstars do it. Finally, I just want to talk about the All-Star Day, Sunday. The All-Star game, it was okay. Not because of the players though. It was more because of the network, TNT. The network did a ton of like events and breaks in between the games. So like the after the first game there was the Mr. Beast shootout, then there was like a lot of like Kevin Hart, which I didn't really like that much. The commentating wasn't that good. They didn't have like the main commentators doing the commentating. It was just weird overall. But the games were really good. These were probably the most entertaining and competitive games since the 2020 All-Star / 2022, where they had Kyle Lowry taking a charge, that contest in Chicago, and the Stephen Curry going crazy, LeBron James game winner. Those two are good, and then this one is also good from this decade. We saw a lot of highlights. Steph Curry hitting crazy shots, half court floaters from the 3-point line. Kyrie was actually trying really hard. I really like that from Kyrie. Brought that intensity from the defensive end. And the best game was the Rising Stars versus the OGs. The Rising Stars were actually trying, and they play really good defense on the OGs, while the OGs also play really good defense as well. Kyrie, especially Steph Curry, like Damian Lillard making threes, Jason Tatum doing great on offense, and then the rest of the OGs were good. But I just don't like that some of the players were injured, LeBron and Ant Edwards, but they didn't put a replacement. Now, it just could have had more snubs actually make the All-Star team who deserved it, like Sabonis, Norm Powell, Devin Booker, or like from the East, LaMelo Ball. I mean, they were both Western players, but yeah, I like the overall tournament. I hope that next time it will be raised up to 60, 70 points instead of just 40. 40 is too quick. Only 10 minutes of gameplay. I feel like if they raise it up to like 80 or 100 even, that would be great because they have so many breaks that if they raise it up to 100, like in 40, it was around 10 minutes of gameplay. So if they raise up to 100, that would be around 25 minutes of gameplay. 3 games of that is 75 minutes of gameplay. That is going to be really great. I don't know if they would be doing that because that's too much points. But they have 3 hours. 75 minutes of gameplay is not even half of that 3 hours. So, I mean, that would be great if they definitely need to raise it up to 40 points. But I like this format. I mean, a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. And also just stop doing the MC like Kevin Hart. Just have like a commentating team like we usually have. Then put maybe some like special guests on a commentating, like, you know, Draymond or like Shaq, Charles, Kenny, whatever. And then just have them commentate over the players. And I mean, it brought the intensity out of the teams at least. It was not boring like the previous years where they just like didn't even try at all. And then there today was a article from Front Office Journal. They said that there has been some new ideas that might come next year to Intuit Dome 2026 LA All-Star Game. First, NBC will be doing the presentation instead of TNT, which is great. NBC has always been really good at presentation. You see the Olympics and all that stuff. And it's about to be great because TNT this year did not do good, but next year we have a new channel who's doing it for the first time. They're definitely gonna do it well, like NBC. Like, you know, NBA on NBC was really good in the past, so hopefully it's gonna be good this year. Then second, they want to start the All-Star game earlier, which I am a fan of. I mean, you start the game earlier, it's gonna make more people watch, not as late. And then the main things, though, two main things. One of them I kind of already talked about. Second thing is something that I really, really wanted to actually happen. First, the dunk contest having big names is one of them. I really hope Ja Morant does it, or some like all four, or even more if more people want to do it. I hope they all do it, and some great players do it, and I hope Mac McClung comes back to have actually really good competition next year. I wouldn't even mind Stephon Castle coming back because he's been really good. Then also, I think if they raise up the money for the dunk contest from 100,000 to maybe like 500,000 or a million, that would make more people want to do the dunk contest as well. And then the second thing, which I really want to happen, is the All-Star 1v1 tournament. It was rumored before, but now they said that NBC is trying to think of it, a $1 million tournament, 1v1 tournament. I mean, we already saw like 1v1s in like the All-Star game this year, Kyrie versus Wemby and all that stuff. This would be really, really good. 1v1 has been a big part of NBA history, street ball, all of that stuff, basketball in general, 1v1. And if people want to do that 1v1, like stars, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Giannis, like stars would be more willing to do 1v1 tournament than like a dunk contest. That would be very nice. I also want to see like maybe some hoopers that can score buckets do it. Like we saw Cam Reddish like destroying everyone in practice in 1v1. That would be very interesting. Because 1v1 just brings out a ton of skill and defense. You need to guard the player well. It's just going to be hype. I will be looking forward to this 1v1 tournament if it happens, and I hope that it does. So just some main points that I want to happen is another shootout, dunk contest, having stars, and a 1v1 tournament. That's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.